Good morning, 9 o'clock on May 30th, 2023 on a Tuesday. About to get an audio confirmation here. Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Here it is, finally there. Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Yeah, that's a worky. And is it a little bit quiet on volume? Maybe. Well, in the words of Ken Stout, I haven't made any changes. Should be okay. Let me know in chat. Is the volume okay? Oh, watch is going on the table. And cell phone's going into the cradle. Table cradle. Is that a rhyme? Ken Stout says, yes, speak up. Do I trust Ken Stout? So let's see, that is all the way up. I'll have to turn up the gain. Let's see, looking backwards on it. So I'm seeing it bounce up just barely into the yellow. So turn it up even more and more and more. Maybe I'm on the wrong microphone. I'm going to check the microphone because that just doesn't seem right. Yep, that says I'm on the Yeti. Turn this around, be sure I was turning the right knob. That's the gain knob. And that's gain all the way up. There I'm bouncing into the red. It's probably making a lot of noise when I was touching that microphone, but it's still in yellow. That's right. Strange. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Watching the live AX2 mission undocking from the International Space Station on the SpaceX channel. Great live video. Hello, Brian Lightfoot, Darren Gilholm, Ken Chat. Are my chats going through? Yes, they are. And Ken Stout, the reason why I didn't see your chats. During Fortnite this morning, because you came into Fortnite and you gave one chat message, and then I said, I asked you a question and you didn't respond, or I didn't think you responded. That's because in OBS, I was using the multi-stream chat window where I get to see my YouTube stream and my Twitch stream and my Facebook stream chats all in one stream. And Ken Stout says, wait a minute, Doug, are you multi-streaming through OBS? He was just asking the question last night if that can be done. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. But sometimes the multi-stream tab doesn't work and it stops showing me the chat messages. So I did see your chat messages, Ken Stout. Nick Poverman, when the inventor of USB flash drives dies, they will lower him into the casket, then pull him back up, flip him over, and turn him over again. Wait a minute, what? When the inventor of USB flash drive dies, they will lower him into the casket, then pull him back up, flip him over, lower him again. That's got to have to do with plugging in a USB thumb drive the wrong way or trying to. Nick Poverman, Ken Stout. So Ken Stout was seeing an error message regarding chats. Mike Wojcik says, like number 2. Well, where are we at with likes? Come back over here and see there are 4 likes, 18 watching. So there you go. Nick Poverman, Ken Stout chit-chatting. Nick Poverman, I'm dealing with vertigo since Saturday. It's really bad because my seasonal allergies. I was in bed all day on Saturday, getting better slowly. As I was reading through this, I was wondering, is this another joke? No, I hope you feel better soon, Nick. Ken Stout, sorry to hear that. Dennis, Dennis says, I paid good gold bars for a trailer. Where is it? LOL. And I'm pretty sure Dennis knows I announced yesterday that trailers are vaulted for a while I go through some strategy redesign about trailers. They will be back. Nick says, has anyone ever had trouble getting one computer to join a domain? I have one that is being very stubborn. Yes, I have. And I think some questions are asked. Sorry for the typos, dealing with vertigo. This is Nick Poverman asking that question. What error message are you getting? Alice says hi to everybody. Hello to Alice. Rick Lakes, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well this morning, afternoon, Selden Ball. Let's see. It says it keeps failing to join the domain. It says it joined after the reboot. It is not connected to the domain and does not show up in Active Directory either. I did 10 others with no issues. So obviously it's a Windows Pro machine, Windows 10 or Windows 11 Pro, it says that it joined. So when you're saying it keeps failing to join, you're not getting a message saying that it failed to join. You're getting a message that says that it successfully joined. Then after the reboot, it's not connected. So it's your conclusion that it failed. You're not getting a message that it failed to join the domain. Let's see, you're joining the domain with a particular username. You're putting in an admin credentials to join the domain. And you're deleting that computer from the computer container. When you go back and try to rejoin again, I'm deducing that. How is my audio now? I'm going to go look over here and see. Pause number 6. I guess that was that like numbers? POS number 6. Well, you're not telling me about things, problems in the stream, so I'll continue reading. Zavim Noor here is hello. He is here too. Hello. 74 degrees in Brainerd, Minnesota. Ken Stout, no, it's really low. Can barely hear you. Nobody else is saying that. Do I trust? I'm going to go back and do an audio check. Nobody else is saying that. Do I trust? I'm going to go back and do an audio check. No, that's okay. I'm hearing it loud enough. Nick, I guess I have to re-image it if it does not connect. Yeah, that's one way. If re-image is a simple thing for you to do. Now, if you still have the trouble, then that tells us there's something else going on. When you re-image it, is it the same image that you use on other computers, or is it an image specific to this computer? What else can we give you for ideas? Oh, let's see. Let's do, let's try this one. Getting one computer, trouble getting one computer to join the domain. All right, well, I was looking to do a copy and paste, but since there wasn't a good statement there, let's see what ChatGPT says about that, because sometimes you can get ideas through here. I am having trouble joining one computer to a domain. Several other computers joined without trouble. So giving it that extra piece of information to see if it gets more specific. Joining a computer can sometimes be tricky. Network connectivity, verify DNS settings. Has this computer been operating on the network for a long time, or is this computer new to the network? Could it have a connection to the Ethernet problem? Verify DNS settings, check firewall settings, validate domain credentials. See, if we knew, well, Nick would know, has this computer been working on the network fine? Is it just a new domain in the network environment, or are these all new computers? Is it a new server? Review domain controller logs, reset computer account. So I will put this half of the screen on display. You can pause the video there to read through that further, and then that part. And Nick, you might open that up on a separate tab so you can hear the audio from this video going, and then pause it on your other tab to read those sections. I believe it's Jim Cassandros. Has anyone out there experienced with ease us to do backup where? Easy us. That text message is from someone else. And I have not had experience with that backup software. I'll go bring it up on another tab to see it. Easy US. Easy us or Easy US? What is it? Free backup software. Ease us to do backup. Yeah, I don't have experience with it. So does this imply you're having trouble with it? Or you're saying, do people recommend it? What is your question? Wait, whoops, my bad on volume was way down low. Alice says much better. That would have been when I turned up my volume, I think. Admin account mine. So Nick says the admin account that he's using to join the domain is his own admin account. Dennis, I don't have a phone cradle. Do they have them for Samsung phones? Google search, Amazon search, phone cradle for Samsung phones. What model Samsung? That probably makes a difference. Let's see if Dennis gives us more specific. Dennis says he didn't catch that traders are vaulted. I thought you responded to that comment yesterday, because when I said that yesterday, I thought you replied to things can be unvaulted as well. Perhaps my mistake. Was somebody else saying that? Rick turned up his volume. It's improved. Mike Wojcik. Hello, Nicholas Hooks. John Williams to me. Hope you are doing well today. Hope you had a nice Memorial Day. And yes, I did. Thank you. And same to you. Rand is suggesting to Nick try authenticating using another account, of course. The number 10 is indicative. The number 10. What was that number 10 about? Was it 10 other computers that were successful? Let's see, not at 100%. Rebooted 10 others. Yeah, I did 10 others with no issue. That's what the number 10 was about. What server operating system is it? In the past, the lower network operating systems had a limit to how many computers could join, but I don't know that that's still the case. Speedy C, Nicholas, 5 likes now. Let's go see how it is over here, since that message was a little while ago. It's showing 23 watching, 9 likes. Welcome everybody. Darren Gilholm, Nick Poverman tried another number, no good. I think it might be a bad SID. Tried another number, number 10. The number 10 was in reference to how many computers. If you unjoin one of the other computers, can you rejoin the other computers, or is it do you have another computer, a 12th computer that you can try joining to the domain? Bad Sid, I'm not remembering what that acronym stands for. It's the identity of the subject computer that you're trying to join, I think. Ken Stout, strategy redesign lost creativity? No. I have plenty of creativity ideas. The strategy redesign is to make the traders more useful to attracting new viewers to the channel. No, it's not. It's not for not thinking of other traders to do, other fun things to do with it. Hello, Lawn Dog. I didn't catch it. Traders have vaulted. I already read that one. It skipped on me. Did you sysprep before cloning? Brand Israel's coming up with some good ideas. It's a master image, so this is the same image that's used on all the computers, assuming they're all the same brand and model computer, most likely. How diddly do neighborinos? All right, that's creative. POS number 6. POS number 6. What is POS? Sysprepped image, audio is fine here. Audio sounds good. Audio fine. Crank the volume because of my AC unit for Dennis. Nick Poverman used on other 10. So used the same image on the other 10, had no issues. So that takes me back to the network connectivity. How about, can you test network connectivity without joining to the domain? Just do a simple internet speed test if you're able to access the internet without first joining Active Directory. Nick Poverman, same image for 20 computers. I'm at number 11. Okay, skip this computer. Go to the next computer. Does that one have the same problem? That should be a troubleshooting thing that narrows down where the trouble is. Delete the computer account in Active Directory and try again. It never shows up in Active Directory. Oh, so when it does claim that it joined the Active Directory, then you reboot the computer and learn that it's not joined. It never does show up as a computer in the Active Directory. So that's where the problem is. I'm still saying go to the next computer, see if it has trouble. That'll narrow down whether the trouble is with the computer or with the process or the server or the network. They're all new computers. Ran to Nick, you're 100% sure you're using a domain admin account. Well, he's apparently using that same domain admin account On the other computers, ChatGPT is now saying free research preview. Is this research to gather information and put it behind a paywall? ChatGPT is saying free research preview. Oh, I think that's what this one was all along, and this is the one that's limited to September of 2021. I think this was saying this all along. May 24th. Oh, I'm on the May 24th version now. Free research preview. ChatGPT may produce inaccurate information about people, places, or facts. Now, this has been going on. I did a search for this Xavier Mortimer, and I think here it said about that September 21. You remember back when I first started using ChatGPT, it wasn't apparent that it had a data cutoff, a knowledge cutoff date, until I went to do that search about LastPass, and it told me that LastPass has never had a data breach. And I said, "Are you sure about that?" And that's when it first told me that it had a knowledge cutoff date of September 2021. Well, since then, it has become more proactive about disclosing its knowledge cutoff date. And somewhere along the line, this line appeared down at the bottom. But I think this version of ChatGPT has always been a research preview. Nick Turan, yes, I've been doing this for a long time. Number 12, just joined, no problem. So that's saying we're having a problem with number 11, computer number 11. It's a bad installation or bad hardware on that computer, or that computer is at a specific network port, network outlet on the wall. How about if you take an Ethernet cable from another Ethernet wall outlet and try joining the domain that way? Maybe it's actually a Ethernet problem in the wall port, or at the punch down block, or at the patch panel, or at the switch. Ken Stout, what? Traders are vaulted? Say it isn't so, lad. No, it is so for now. I'm not sure how long that's going to be. I'm not making promises. Dennis, you might have been muted when you talked about vaulted trailers. Oh, maybe yesterday. Maybe I was. That's what I was thinking. Oh, you know what? I can find out. And this is a good thing to show. If I go to YouTube and go to, well, actually, let's go to YouTube/LWTDB, but not live. Let's go to my channel, and let's go to, it was yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday. Go to lives, and then go to yesterday, 23 hours ago. And then I'll go to the end of that and pause that. I didn't need to go to the end, but if I go to show transcript, so this is the transcript. So if I go in here and Control F and vault, VAULT, trailers are vaulted in Fortnite. What? Trailers are vaulted in Fortnite? No, not Fortnite. Certain weapons capabilities will get vaulted from time to time. Available no longer will happen. Well, trailers are vaulted. Here we go. Let's see here. If I go unmute that and let that play. No longer going to happen. Well, vaulted from time to time, meaning they're no longer available, no longer going to happen. Well, trailers are vaulted. The trailer that you saw today, which was also seen on Friday, is vaulted. Not happening anymore until I start them again. They're going to take a short hiatus. Hang on a moment. Is this where I don't come back? Is this where I fail to come back? Traders are going to take a short hiatus. I came back. I do enjoy doing them. I think they're useful for the channel because people seem to enjoy them. But I have an idea of changing them around a bit to where they might attract more of an audience to the channel. So I need a little time to prepare that. I'm going to vault them for a while. Okay, so there it is. Google Cradles for my Samsung. Let's see, to server 2019. Now there's more to it. Server 2019. What? I don't remember the names currently of the different levels of Server 2019. There's standard server or whatever the other names are. That's not the full name. It used to be one that you and how many licenses do you have for it? Because you have to, if you have to buy the server side licenses for it and the user side licenses for it. But you've already joined number 12 and that worked. So I don't think that's likely the problem. It used to be that one user ID could join only 10 computers to a domain. Is that still the case? Wow, really? Only one admin user ID, or you're saying end user ID? I can't imagine that an admin ID would be limited to how many computers it could join. I never heard that. It still is. Normal users are limited. Yeah, normal users. But if you're joining the domain with admin credentials, you would put in the user credentials for signing in. But when you join the domain, you have to put in admin level credentials. Now, if your users all have domain admin rights, which is usually not what you want to do, and you're using that same end user account to join each of the computers, that might be a problem. But if you have a standard user that's not a domain admin, when you try to join the domain, you would have to put in a user ID and password that has admin rights or rights to join the domain. Jeff Ryman, good morning to all. Now, I don't do a lot of domain work, so I could get corrected by some of you. People saying good morning. Google has only returned phone mounts when I search for phone cradles. Phone mount, search for phone cradles. What's the difference between a phone mount and a phone cradle? A cradle, I guess, is what you're going to sit on the desktop. You just sit the phone in it. Whereas a mount, you would like, maybe it's for on a, you can mount it so it hangs up in the air and it has one of those spring-loaded things. Google only returns phone mounts. What about Amazon? What does it say for phone mounts? Jim says, I'm switching away from old software. The Ease US To Do was recommended to me. I create the disk image easily, but when I'm prompted to make a rescue disk, the resultant USB stick shows no content, although the operation did complete. Interesting. If you'd like us to go, something that'd be really interesting was if you could take screenshots or photos or even a little video showing that process. I'd love to have you send that to me at my email address and we can show it tomorrow. Of course, you might have the problem resolved by then. Let's see. Ease US was I can want to create. How about, does ChatGPT give us something on that? Where was this? Do a new chat, and Ease US was recommended to create the, all right, and just doing a copy and paste and see how that works. Is a useful step to recover. Here's how you make a rescue disk. The main interface tools, create emergency disk, 2 options, 2 different ways to do it, whether it's Linux or Windows PE. Target media, USB flash drive. All right, what we need to know is where is it going wrong? It claims to have written to the USB disk, USB flash drive. Can you write other things to the USB flash drive? Shows no content, although operation did complete. Looking for other things from Jim here. I'm switching away from the old software, whatever you used to use. Ease Us To Do was recommended to me. I create the disk image easily. Disk image assuming to a USB flash drive. When I'm prompted to make a rescue disk, the result USB stick shows no content, although the operation did complete. Could the content be hidden in a way that you can't see it from the Windows operating system. How about, could it be as simple as going to show, let's see, view menu and show hidden items. And if show hidden items doesn't do it, how about going a little bit deeper, go to view, show hidden files and folders, and remove the check mark for hide protected operating system files. Normally that check mark would be there, but you know, it's me, it's a Doug computer. I'm going to switch this back to the way it ought to be. That might be why you're not seeing anything on it. Where was I? Microsoft says 10 max unless using admin or domain account. Now, does the fact that he was able to do it on the 12th one without problem mean that the 10 was not the issue? I would take that with a grain of salt, because I've seen those kind of limitations not be very consistent or stable. Default limit to number of workstations a user can join to the domain. And somewhere down there it must say 10. So Control F and the number 10. Yeah, here it is. By default, Windows 2000 allows authenticated users to join 10 machines to the domain. This article was 2023. This applies to Server 2012 R2. This default was implemented to prevent misuse, but an administrator can make a change to an object in the Active Directory to change it. Oh, Ken Stout, I looked before the show and didn't find that you had a show coming up. I'm going to go chat and see. Redirect. Does Ken Stout have a show? No, he does not. All right, coming back. Danielle Numberly, I recall looking at Ease Us to do several years ago and did not use it. I recall dialog boxes with limited visible text space, making it difficult to complete file paths. Nick Poverman, I'm going to re-image number 11 for your information. They are old Dell Optiplex SFF Core i5 12th Gen computers, 16, yeah, all the same. Re-image sounds like a good first step because that really doesn't take long to do. Regarding ChatGPT, recent news articles about lawyer using ChatGPT and have provided fake case references. Lawyer is in trouble with the judge. Yeah, you got to be careful with any of the AI products. I have compared them, taken the same question between ChatGPT and what's this other one that I've got on my web resources? Perplexity AI and Microsoft Edge's implementation of ChatGPT, and I've had substantially different results. They all get joined in my lab on the same port, then they get moved later. Oh, so you're not doing it through different Ethernet ports. So I think you're on track with re-imaging it. Or the next thing is possibly a hardware problem with that computer. I remember the comment about them being vaulted, trailers, clearing hearing malfunction, standard data center additions. So that's his version of server. So your lab, Nick, is it in the company that you're working? Are you working in a company where you are the IT department or you're in the IT department? So your lab is actually in the same building? Get moved later? Yeah, that would imply that so, because when they get moved to a different location, they must be connecting to the same server that you just joined them to. So you must be an in-house IT center. Yeah, it must have been a bad install, or again, the possibility of bad hardware, but I'd go first with the re-image. For testing the bad hardware, just connect a USB Ethernet device if you have that available, or even if that computer has Wi-Fi capability, connect to the network through Wi-Fi if your security policies allow that. Amazon has phone holders, docks, or mounts. Some have charging capabilities, some don't. Yeah, a mount might not have charging capability. I already have a phone mount designed for streaming. Yeah, I think this is ran thumbs up for Nick's plan to re-image. I have imaged over 700 computers at my job over the years. This is the first one that gave me a problem. That's statistically significant. Ken Stout, I'm setting up for 9 p.m. Have things to do today. You know, watch Fortnite, Windows Training Live. All right, I'll give you a few minutes to get that set up. Chris Garrett, hello, it is 9:30 now. Okay, then after this, I will go out biking. So Rick's going to go out biking after I end the stream and come back in time for Ken's session. Whenever I have goofy issues with somewhat running a Windows PC, I run the DSIM function and then SFC scan now to see what shows up. Can realign some things. Well, for Nick's case, since he has an image, that's a lot faster and more stable than DSIM. I'm trying to fix what's wrong with that computer. If you can re-image to your standard image, that's a whole lot better than trying to use Band-Aids on a damaged image. I would trust that far more. But if you don't have that option, then DSIM and SFC, you can go that route. I've said many times I've never had that solve an issue. But there are some techniques about doing that correctly that I can't swear that I've done it correctly. All right, let's consider. I guess I'm not far away. Ken says it's done. Zoom is lonely right now, so I am leaving and taking my ball and going elsewhere. Jim, I did look for hidden files, tried 2 sticks. File Explorer reports a couple hundred MBUs, but no such file name. The stick was renamed To Do Rescue. Did you try booting a computer on it? I'm with you that you should be able to see files there, but did you try rebooting the computer, a computer on it? 700, you're way overdue. Let's see, ran to Nick. That was regarding, 700 computers. Oh, he's way overdue to encounter a problem. Yeah, that's it. What odds? You are. What's the word I'm looking for? It's you're due to hit bad. Your odds are what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of it. No, it's not outdated. It's not ChatGPT. It's the fake facts. Chat 4 is not good quality. 1 of 4. Sorry, 1 of 4. 1 of 4 IT guys. Oh, he's 1 of 4 IT guys in 4 different locations. So he services the IT at one of their locations. And each location has 1 IT staff, apparently. Good to know. Glad to know that that's the environment you're working in. No Ken tonight. Play Fortnite. Chris is not going to watch Ken tonight. He's going to play Fortnite instead. Or Ken's not doing a show tonight because he's going to be playing Fortnite. I don't quite understand the meaning there. Already read that one. Alice says, do you recommend using the built-in defrag software to clean up a PC to help it run faster? Windows 10 and 11 should be doing that automatically. No, I've never. Well, there's been very rare occasions I found defrag to help a computer run faster. The scenario where that would happen is if you're dealing with a computer that's had massive file copies and then massive deletes and install programs, uninstall programs, just massive back and forth without a whole lot of free space. If all of that work has been done in a computer that never gets over 80 gigabytes occupied on a 1 terabyte drive, defrag's not going to help you. But if you have let's say you have a 256 gigabyte drive and you've been over 200 gigabytes often and uninstalling something, deleting files and adding more files, defrag's going to be a big help in that environment. But still, Windows 10 11, pretty sure that's doing all automatically. in the background. You can simply just go to check on it. It's just super quick and easy to check on whether you need it. I'm not actually going to do a defrag. Well, that's a you don't defrag a M.2 or SSD drive. You defrag spinning drives. So I right-clicked on a spinning drive here because my F drive is, no, that one's not. I think this one's a spinning. On my L drive, go to Tools, and then Optimize and Defrag, and this will check. That's error checking. The Optimize, oh, here it gives me the choice of drives. That's solid state. Here's a hard disk drive, long-term storage. You can analyze. The analyze goes quicker than the actual defrag. If it tells you that you're like over, well, if you're over 20% fragmented, then yeah. But this fragmented number is probably, well, did I click analyze? I thought I did click it. Yeah, I did. See, it was that quick. 0 fragmented. So it's already not fragmented. So check it. If you have a situation where you are fragmented, then sure, do that. Gary Weisenberger, hello. He's asking which Zoom he was referring to. Ken says he was in Doug's Zoom. Asked him earlier, but he just never reads my chat messages. I didn't see you request to come into Zoom. Outdated, overdue. Still, the odds you're overdue. Your odds are your time is up. What is it? When you're due to win something or you're due to lose something, there's a word for that. Some other word, I think. Krista Can, that's me. I'll put you in timeout. I do not defrag an SSD or an M.2, which can be called an SSD. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. How are you and Alex and the Zoom homies doing? From Gary to Ken. Ken to me. I actually commented about your comment on Fortnite this morning, but as always, you just overlooked it. I did go back and read your comments in Fortnite chat. I didn't read it out into this live stream because that chat comment's no longer available to me. That window's closed. And those chat won't be available for 24 hours. All seems well. Appreciate you asking. Are you partaking in the Indy race in Detroit? Roy Carr, you trim M.2. That's right. And Windows does that automatically in the background. Been invited. Oh, he's been invited to the race. Nick to Gary, only when we set up laptops that connect to our Wi-Fi. Ken Stout, 9:14, your time is when I asked. So 9:14 is when he asked. Are you doing Zoom today? Asking for Josh Kinder. I did. I don't remember reading that. And the answer is no. Now, Josh, frankly, Josh wants to come and hang out. I'm sorry, that's not a big attraction. That's not a big value to my viewers. My show is for my viewers. It's not so much to give somebody a chance to hang out on Zoom. If you're participating, adding something to the show. So I don't mean to be rude or mean or unfriendly, but Josh, this show is about providing interesting content to the viewers. And if you just want to come in and hang out, sorry, that doesn't cut it. Yeah, it's not being mean or rude, Josh. This is a show for the viewers. Nick Poverman, 11 was reimaged and it joined the domain. I said this and you misread the comment. 11 was reimaged and it joined the domain. I remember you saying 11. It is the same image for 20. I'm at number 11. Number 11 is the one you're having the trouble with, right? And then number 12 joined. No problem. He's at number 11. Number 11 is the one you're having trouble with. 20 of them, it worked. It's the same image for 20 computers. The first 10 joined just fine. Number 12 joined just fine. Number 11 is the one you're having trouble with. That's the way I understood it. What did I misread about that? 11 was reimaged and it joined the domain. I had said this and you misread that. I don't understand what you're telling me that I misread. That reads exactly what I understood. I thought defrag practice was dying out these days. Well, yeah, that because Windows 10 does it automatically. Live Windows training. It looks like that person, that individual, that entity can run ChatGPT. I'm thinking about trying this function out. Oh, interesting. Alexa, ask ChatGPT how to fix a sluggish computer.
From easiest.com. Disconnect all the external devices and try booting it up. Connect your computer to a stable power supply. If you suspect an erratic power supply, you can consider plugging your device into a stable power.
Stop. That was from easeus.com. That was from the EaseUs. I didn't ask about EaseUs. I didn't ask about backups. Why did it turn its attention to EaseUs? We were talking about EaseUs for, was it Alice? Somebody was asking about EaseUs. All right, moving on. No comment for that last comment you just made. Of course, it would be funny, but you would forget that you said anything. LOL. Oh, that's confusing. That just hurts my head. Okay. Full disclosure, I was asking for me because I was sitting there twiddling my thumbs. I was afraid to ask. Yeah, well, see, you didn't actually ask. Doug, can I come in on Zoom? You didn't actually ask if you could come in. Follow-up comment in orange. He said it at 9:24. You let Doug check it. 11 was the issue. I reimaged it. Now it joined without any issue. Good. Glad to know it. Oh, maybe he was saying that he reimaged it and it joined the domain. Oh, I see. I think I see. 9:24. Probably because you assumed I understood what you're referring to. I reimaged number 11 and it joined no issues. Must have been a bad. Oh, you know what? When I read that, okay, yeah. You know what? I think when I read that, I was thinking your trouble was with number 10. Okay, you're right. I did misread that. Okay, I gotta stop. I am caught up. 11 was the issue. Now I got it. I caught up. All right, that's the end. I got to go do a redirect to Ken's show since he finally got around to scheduling a show. So he claims. You know what? I'm not going to see it here because I'm going to have to refresh this page first. Yeah. Do you think he actually did it or is he just messing with me? Ken. It's not again, it's again. When somebody repeats something over again, we don't use the word again, we use the word akin. Particularly if they're messing with you. If somebody's messing with you again, that's the right way to pronounce it. There it is. So he did schedule his show again. There it is. Now, so I'll hit the end stream button here in a moment, but before I do that, I got to go pause the video. That way I don't lose the chat messages, so I can go back and read them. There's the email I message if you want to send a question by email. Now, Ken's not starting his show for like 15 minutes. Somebody wanted to go out and ride their bike, and I'm sorry, I kept him hanging out here too long. All right, I'm going to click this end stream button in 3, 2, 1, click. Whoops, now there's another end button. Oh, I can show you this. Here's when I click it. Well, you actually see me click it. When I move the mouse over the end button, I'm going to click it right away. I don't think you'll get to see the mouse hit the end button.